One of the most effective techniques in muskie fishing is the figure eight. That's actually taking the lure with the figure eight pattern at boat side and catching a muskie right here. Believe me, I catch them 30 to 40% of my muskies on a lure like this with basically 1.5 foot of line out right at boat side doing the figure eight technique. It is extremely effective and you have to do it as a muskie angler. Now, it doesn't start just right at the boat. When I make a cast out there and I see a muskie come engage my lure, I see him behind the lure, the first thing I do is I take my reel and I accelerate it 2 or 3 times to pull the lure away from the fish, to see if I can get that muskie to swim faster towards the lure. That's step one. If that happens, really good news, he's coming in hard, you might have a shot at catching him. Now, the next thing, I'm gonna make that figure eight pattern in the water. Now, if I'm going to go and I'm gonna swing to my right, or make that first turn to my right, as I'm bringing in the lure, I swing the lure to the left first, and then I make that figure eight pattern. So I kind of swing my rod tip in the opposite direction that I'm gonna make that figure eight pattern. And in doing that, I get that fish into the turn away from the boat before he comes in at boat side. Now at boat side, I'm doing that large figure eight pattern, right? I'm doing those big round turns. And the advantage of a big 9.5 foot rod is I can make really, really large turns at boat side. So I'll make a couple big turns with this and I'm watching it. And then what I'll also do is I'll hesitate or just slow the lure down or hang it right at the outside edge of the turn before I come into the straightaway. And a lot of times when you hesitate it or hang it, that's where they'll bite it from that thing. And the other thing I do is as I'm figure eight, I'm watching the fish. Sometimes they want it slower, sometimes they want it faster, so I'm reading the fish through that entire figure eight sequence to see what makes the fish more excited, what makes the fish maybe back away. And if you've got a partner in your boat, you want them to communicate with you and say, hey, the fish liked it faster, go slower, try to hang it. You try different things, you read every fish. But believe me, good, strong fundamentals, accelerate when you see the fish, switch directions to lead that fish into the turn, make big turns, hesitate and communicate, and that's how you catch them on a figure eight. Lost track of them. Oh, got him. Feisty. Yeah. Feisty. Good one. Yeah. He is. All wrapped up. A little wrap. Yes, sir. Nice. Yeah.
That's a good one, huh?
Right. Yeah. 4-footer.
Yeah, it's close. Yeah. Right in there.
Oh yeah. Look at that. That is a beauty. Wow. I mean, that is a beautiful Canadian muskie.
That is a nice one. Wow. It's kind of nice to be back in Canada.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Really, really awesome.
The Muskie Hunter has been brought to you by these fine sponsors.